also works here at Breakthrough. You guys have made it so far into all these workouts. Congratulations, good job. Today we're going to start another HIIT workout. Let's get going. Today we're starting off with a warm-up session, and let's start with something called as a hamstring sweep. I'll demonstrate a little bit and then we'll get going. So you're going to extend your leg forward, you're going to hinge at the hip, and then you're going to kind of sweep in and then come back in. Okay, same thing here, hinge at the hip, get like a nice sweeping motion. You'll feel a good stretch at the back of your legs. All right, let's get started. You ready, Elizabeth? Yep. Okay, let's get going. So let's start with the right leg. All right, extend, sweep. Let's do it for about 20 seconds. Hinge at the hip, get a nice sweep. Hinge and sweep. Hinge, sweep. Oof, this feels good. Get that blood flowing. Right, let's begin with our left leg. Hinge at the hip, sweep, come back in. You should feel a nice stretch back of your leg. Don't forget to breathe and smile. Left side is definitely tighter. And rest. That was good. The next one that we're going to do is called the butt kicks. You can do it slow or fast paced depending on how you feel. Okay, I'll demonstrate both. Small would be just working on touching your heel to the buttock. The fast one would be doing a little bit of small jogs in place. All right, let's begin. So I'll show the easy version. Elizabeth will show the harder version. Let's begin. Keep going. You should feel a little stretch in the front of your thigh as well. And you'll feel your hamstrings working too. The third exercise we're going to do is called standing plank walkouts. Let me show it. So you're in a standing position, you bend down, go into a plank, shoulder and the wrist in one line, shoulder, hip and the heel lined up, engage your core, and then walk back up into standing, nicely roll up. All right, let's begin. We're going to do 2 sets of 20 seconds. All right, let's get started. Don't forget to engage your core. Stay here for a couple seconds. Get some good mobility for your lower back. And rest. Woohoo, you did it. So after a warm-up session, let's get into the actual workout. The first exercise coming up is we're going to do a mountain climber. Harder version is going to be shown by Elizabeth. I'll show the easy version. We are going to come up, shoulder, wrist stacked up, fingers spread wide for a good base of support. You want to get into a plank first, shoulder, buttock, heel lined up, core is nice and tight. Your motion should be just at the hip, and you can do nice and slow. Elizabeth is going to do a little quicker version. All right, let's begin, and let's start. See what pace you're able to go. Make sure you're not hiking the hip. Engage your core. Take a little breather. Ready? Whew. Catch your breath. And begin. Make sure you're breathing nice and slow. The next exercise is kind of a fun one. We're going to do squat with wood chop in a shuffle. So I'll show the harder version, Elizabeth will show the easier version. So what we're going to do, get into a position of a chop, engage your core. You can get into mini squat if you like. Get into a little bit of a shuffle, engage your core, rotate your torso. For the other side, you start here, shuffle, hold, engage your core, rotate your torso. All right, so let's go ahead and begin. Ready? We'll do it 2 for 20 seconds. Start. Make sure you're exhaling out as you chop. Engage your core. And relax. All right. Good work. The next one we're going to do is squat with lateral jumps. I'm going to show you the harder version and Elizabeth is going to show you the easier one. So with squat lateral jumps, stabilize on one leg, generate the power on that leg, jump, steady yourself. Jump. Only after you steady yourself, do the next jump. Hold. Hold. And then you can increase your pace based on how stable you feel. Easy version is just kind of walking and shifting direction. All right, let's begin. Start. Keep breathing. Land. Make sure you're squeezing your glutes. Don't land too far if you feel unsteady. And rest. Let's do one more set. Let's begin. Ready? Get a little dance going here. Should feel a little burn in the glutes by now. And rest. So next one we're going to do is a plank squat hold. This is a super fun one. So we're going to come back into a plank form. Make sure you're nice controlled with your core. You can come into a squat and hold. The harder version is you can go into a plank, jump into a squat, hold the squat. Watch out that your back is nice and flat, your core is engaged, get good burn in your quads. Let's begin. Ready? Okay. Oh, this is so much fun. Feels like a monkey. Yo. And rest. All right, let's do one more set. Let's begin. Go into a plank, squat, hold, core is nice and tight. Good pause, feel that quads burn. And rest. Next one that we're going to do is called an RDL with dumbbell pass. The easier version is you can use a lighter weight in your hand. You go into your hip hinge, soft bend at the knee, and then while you're holding this position, you can pass the weight one hand to the other. Harder would be using a little bit heavier weight. right? Okay. Again, when you're doing the RDL, make sure you're not rotating, your hips are facing down. Let's do 20 seconds. You can even get a good shoulder blade squeeze at the top if you want. And relax. Switch legs. My left leg is a little unsteady, but let's start. Ooh. Losing the balance here. Should feel a good burn in your glutes, in your shoulder blade. Don't forget to hinge at the hip. Core is nice and tight. And relax. So it's time to get into our cool down. Cool down is really important part of the workout. Helps to get your system nice and cool. You get back to your normal heart rate. It helps to prevent injuries of your muscles. So the first cool down exercise we are going to do is a zombie hamstring stretch. What we can do is keep your hands straight and then just work on your legs. Or sometimes I like to move my arms and do more of a dynamic one. So let's begin. Let's do a couple sets of 20 and let's go. Make sure you're not rounding your back too much in this. Your core is still engaged. Should feel a nice stretch in the back of your hamstrings. And rest. Let's do one more set. Dynamic stretches are really good, especially before you run. Gets your muscles ready and rest. So the next cool down exercise we're going to do is called active lumbar roll or the windshield wipers. So you want to get your core nice and engaged, and then you're going to just rotate a little bit here, engage your core again and rotate. This is really good to get your hips nice and moving, get some mobility in your back, and you feel nice and relaxed. Make sure you're taking nice deep breaths. And relax. And the last stretch of the series that we're going to do today is the pigeon stretch. So this is to get your hips opened up. So you want to get your hip into a nice external rotation. Do it per your tolerance. You don't have to strain yourself doing it. And then if you can just reach back a little bit, if that feels like a good stretch, stay there. If you want a deeper stretch, you can go on your forearms and just hang in there and stay there for about 20 seconds. Should feel like a nice stretch at the back of your hip. You shouldn't feel too much pinching in the front. If you do, then I wouldn't recommend you to do this one. And relax. Wow, that was good. Same thing, rotate and then get into the stretch for your comfort level. Hope you guys had a fun workout. Me and Elizabeth sure did. Hope to catch you next week. Bye.